Good morning. It's Monday, and we're about to get back on this grind here. See what these markets are doing. Crypto Whiskey here with today's watch list. First up, going to be looking at DraftKings pretty hard. We have come up on the weekly and tapped that 200-day moving average. This will be the fourth or fifth time now that we've touched it. Usually the more times you test an area, the weaker it becomes, and the more likely it is that you break through it. And we've got rejected, but come right back pretty quickly and tested it again. We have positive momentum building again on the MACD. We're almost neutral on the RSI, so I like that on the weekly for more upside. Let's take a look at the daily. We're kind of in the same boat. We've tested it twice now on the daily. Pretty nice green candles leading up to it. MACD still positive, and we're in the bullish control zone on the RSI. So the daily kind of reaffirms the weekly for more upside. 4 hour, we can look down at it, and we've got positive momentum. We started building another positive momentum candle again in the bullish control zone on the RSI. I just kind of like this steady climb. If we can break above the 200, let's just say if we can start closing candles above 1557, then I would want to get into a long position or a call option, probably out for at least a month. I'd be looking at in probably the first week or two of January as far as expiration dates. Now, what we'd be looking for, your first take profit target, I would like to see another retest of the 1670 price range. There was a lot of action around that in recent months. And then I think if you want to get a secondary target, you've probably got to look for, if we break that 1670, I would want to say we're going to hit the 1866 mark. And at that point, we're kind of confirming that we're reversing the trend, at least short term. And that's where I'm at on DraftKings. My next one I want to play here is I'm looking at RKT. The weekly has been building positive momentum. We've come up and we're about to try to test this 200-day moving average. But RKT is just one of those. Right now, it still has so much sell pressure and just beat down. The MACD is showing positive, but is, to me, showing that it's going to have a little weakness, as this rejection from this 200 has not been good overall for the trend. I see us going back down and probably testing minimum lows of $7, but more than likely we see about a 650 retrace. That 625 level is held as support twice, and you kind of want to think double bottom. And economic conditions can change, and that can be exactly what we're having. The 4 hour, though, we're losing positive momentum. We've got up into overbought and pulling back a little bit. To me, it looks like a short-term double top. So this is a shorter-term play. If the markets continue with downward pressure today, is what futures are indicating now, yeah, even the 1 hour is showing a little downward pressure on us. So if I'm going to play RKT today, I want to see a breakdown below 826, a break below that, and then I will enter a put contract, and I'll be looking for 786 all the way down to 730 at least. Those would be some initial targets. And we have a gap that we need to close down at 657. So I would probably take like a $7 contract for probably sometime end of year. I mean, if you can get down into like December 23rd, 24th, something like that towards the end of the year, not quite in December. It's a shorter term play. That's what I'm looking for with RKT. It's just, it has so much history of little double tops and then a big decline, and it kind of looks like it wants to do it again. My other play that I'm going to be watching is XOM, which is Exxon Mobil. I have seen this play out before to the downside. To me, this looks like a distribution range. And we can go out to the weekly, and we're pre-market showing it up a little bit, but that doesn't concern me, because if we look at the MACD, we're losing so much positive momentum. We've kissed oversold and trying to come back down a little bit. I just think the energy play is kind of going to cool off for right now. I would like to see us come back down to 104, right at 105 maybe. So I would be looking to buy puts now. If we can break below, kind of my confirmation is I want to break below 109.42. Anything below that, I'm taking put options all the way down to 104. Then my next target down is $100 even, and anything below that is a bonus. This is another short term. I'd only want to play this out about 2 to 3 weeks. I would be looking to get in this much longer because the energy sector is kind of crazy. That's the weekly. The daily, confirming it also. We had a big wick push down on the daily that there was a lot of sell pressure come in, building negative momentum here, headed down on the RSI. The 4 hour, we haven't hardly lost any of our negative momentum yet, and we're down in the bearish control zone. I really think that we're probably going to see some volatility leading into the Fed's next rate hike. So let's go ahead and just keep an eye on these plays. You've got them lined out of where we want to enter and where our take profits are. Hope it works out for you. Join Discord. If not, you'll see it's in the link of my bios. Join our Discord and follow some of these guys and myself and get some very good call outs and trade alerts every day. Education comes nightly. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.